to London to Rye via the Pilgrims Way and Dungeness nuclear power station. It's going to be a bit of a random one. I figured I've never seen a nuclear power station before, so I'm going to go and have a look. That's how most of these rides come about. I just see something weird and I'm like, going to go and have a look. So let's do it. Normally, when you're going kind of towards Canterbury Way, every single routing app will take you down like the Dartford main road, like all the way, and it gets very dull. So I'm going to do a little bit of that today, but I've plugged in a ton of detours onto country lanes and single track. So I'm on the mountain bike because I've been riding the gravel bike a lot and I wanted a change. Poor mountain bike's been sitting there, so it's time to ride it. It is a beautiful day. It's going to be about 20-21 degrees. It's going to be a headwind most of the way though, so that's going to be fun. But right now, I cannot complain. So this is the field at the top of the Dartford High Road we're going to go down. This is the field on my Ensford Orbital 5.0 ride. If you're interested in riding this, it's on Komoot. We are going to go that way. Oh yeah. Wow. We'll be joining the Pilgrims Way soon. Just got to come through some country lanes, cut through some bits and bobs. This is the first of many diversions to stay off the main, like Dartford main road going east. So that's the plan. Nag. Luckily it's only a little detour that way. These things happen. Continue. So, just come through some lovely gravel trails, forest trails, a lot of country lanes, a little bit of a road slog in between, and we'll be popping onto the Pilgrims Way quite soon, I think, if I am where I think I am. Definitely cycled past this field many times. Just come through Cobham. Massive roadworks there right now. Cars can't get through at all. Another plus to riding a bike. Roadworks don't matter. This is Cobham Wood, National Trust place, I think. I've never actually been down here. My Ensford Orbital 5 route turns right literally back there, then you go down an incredible descent. So I routed myself this way just to have a look, because apparently there's a couple of like mountain bike-ish trails down here. That's a new one. This is, I can't remember the name of the place. It's like Darnley Mausoleum or something like this. Apparently it's open one day of the year. You can go inside. I'll pass. Wow, that was one of the best trails I've ridden in a very long time. Super chill, super flowy, but it just went on forever. Yeah, great. Coming out of Cobham Woods, kind of to the, I guess, southeast, east. Yeah, recommend it. The views don't stop. I guess one word of warning, if you do want to follow this route exactly, is there are a couple of gates I've had to lift my bike over so far, so I've only had little like walking styles and the gates have been locked, so bear that in mind. If you fancy a bit of an adventure, this is turning into quite the ride so far. Yeah, so far 10 out of 10, fantastic. Oh boy! Is the road we would have followed if we'd just gone with what Komoot wanted to do. We would have just followed a motorway for like 40 kilometers. So I think we made the right choice, because everything's been incredible so far. Alright, let's continue. We've got a bridge over whatever that river is right there. I'll check in a minute. We're going that way. Let's go. The 7, but yeah, nah. Beautiful though, love that bridge. And now, as I keep saying, we're on our way to the Pilgrims Way. Look at this view. Wow. quite something. I've never been on this trail before, but it's quickly becoming a new favourite. Just over the Medway Bridge, you turn off down a gravel track and then you're along the field. This is amazing. Wow. Properly on the Pilgrims Way now. Lots of tree tunnels. So it's quite nice because it's quite kind of close in here. You get nice contrast between like wide open fields and then boom, you're in a tree tunnel for a few minutes and then out again. But it is very bumpy, rutty and undulating, so it's really hard to keep any kind of decent speed. From the Pilgrims Way to the North Downs Way, up a really steep, twisty road. It was so twisty that I had a line of cars behind me, and it was about, I don't know, 12-14%, so I was going so slow. So before I upload this route to Komoot, I'm gonna update it to avoid that completely because it was awful. Unfortunately, you will miss out on the North Downs Way leg of this. You'll just carry on along the Pilgrims Way, but trust me, unless this trail is incredible, it won't be worth it. So I will make that edit before I upload it. But for now, it's quite nice. Nice. Detling. You go past a couple of pubs. There's, just before Detling, on the corner, there's a pub called the Cow or the Crown or something. And then as you go through Detling, there's another one called, it's called the Horseshoe. I stopped there. It's very nice. I need to start. Oh, I'm on a hill. 1 second. I told myself I need to start stopping more on these rides and like enjoying it a bit more. I got myself into a bit of a got to complete it as fast as possible, see what those PR times can be kind of thing. And I stopped like stopping and smelling the roses on a lot of these rides, so pushing myself to do that more now, especially when you're doing 140 kilometers on a mountain bike. You need to stop a few times. Pilgrims Way, but I'm not complaining. It's actually really nice. Like, as I mentioned before, you're in a tree tunnel for a bit of way, and then it just opens up into landscape like this, and it just keeps on doing that for about 60 kilometers or so. Yeah, it's a lovely trail. Definitely recommend a mountain bike for it though. You could do it on a gravel bike, but mountain bike would certainly be more comfortable, shall we say. I think relatively soon we'll be approaching the turn-off where we're going to start going south towards Lyd, and then onwards to Dungeness and the power station. Why do I want to go and see Dungeness power station? I don't know, I've never seen a nuclear power station before. Kind of curious. It's a part of the country a lot of people just don't seem to bother with, but I bet it's quite cool. It certainly looks like there's some nice trails along the like beach and floodplain there as you come back into Rye. Just come off the Pilgrims Way. It's a beautiful trail, but because it's just a long straight line, it can start to feel pretty infinite and endless after a bit. So just descended off that. There's a chippy right on the way out, so stop there, had some food. Now we're going through Hoffsfield, and right now this is I'm in some kind of nature reserve that's apparently like a marsh or something. I mean, there's not much to see. Yeah, apparently this is some kind of protected marsh. I really don't know much about it. I thought I'd route myself through here, then through a little bit of suburbia, not much though, and then we're kind of back on some single track, and then we'll be heading direct south to Lyd, right on the coast, and then down to Dungeness. So let's get to it. I'm through, I believe it's Ashford, and this is the second time I've been through Ashford. Yeah, Ashford, and I'm always so impressed with the cycle infrastructure they have there. Like, I was on a cycle track the entire way through the city. It was all like off the main road. All the parks had cycle lanes. Man, it just got really windy. So next destination, Lyd and the seaside. Yeah, this is quite nice here as well, actually, look. Yeah, super impressed with Ashford. I won't try and avoid it next time, so I know I can just get through it without any drama. I'm gonna try not to die. Once again, carrying your bike over stiles and crossing active railways, so check the route. There's some funky stuff in it. Starting to become very flat. We're starting to get onto the I don't know what you call it, marshlands, floodplain, where Dungeness and Lyd and everything is. You get some incredible views. I think I'm getting quite close to the coast because I could see wind farm. I'm assuming it's an offshore one, I don't know. But yeah, the beach soon, hopefully. Wind's picking up again. It's going to be quite bad down by the coast, so it might be a bit of a struggle. Yeah, it's very flat here, but it's quite beautiful. When the hedges do give up, there's some great views. Some nice little villages and things like that. Yeah, like you look at the map, it doesn't look like there's much here, but when you actually cycle it, it's quite nice. Definitely wishing I had a gravel bike on this segment though. Made it. What a lovely beach. Hiding that down there. Now, I'm just going to follow this a very long way. In fact, I don't know if it is on the horizon there. But there's some big old buildings. I wonder if that is the power station. I'm going to stop for some food first. I'm glad it's a crosswind now because the headwind has destroyed me getting here. Alright, this is next. Attempting to play golf in this wind, that's brave. Look at that. That is huge. Wow. Look at that. It doesn't look real. It looks absolutely massive. It's so weird because you've got these quaint seaside villages and towns and this giant monolith. Almost there. It's amazing how you've got like seaside towns, seaside villages, and it slowly turns to like shacks and really interesting like gardens and stuff. There's some really bespoke stuff down here. It's really cool. Oh, we've got a turn here. Another lighthouse. There's like two. Boom. Big concrete thing. So I think only one of these is operational, one's been shut down. It's pretty cool. Wild. Yeah, I've never seen a nuclear power station before. They're massive. I don't know if this GoPro is going to do it justice. It's huge. If you're going to build one of these things, here's a pretty good place to do it. It's in the middle of nowhere. I wonder how tall that is. It's got to be 100 meters. So just come from down there to come up here, and now it looks like I'm hiker biking. I don't know how long for. Incredible. Right on the tip here. That is a very big beach. It's a good 20 meters down there. Looks like this has all been artificially made as well. So that was a job. Alright, let's carry on and get some angles from the other side. Majesty of a nuclear power station. We can also look at a big shed. Hell yeah, I think everyone can appreciate a big shed. Everyone wants a bigger shed. No one's shed is ever big enough. You can always fit more crap in it. There's a lot of crap in this one. Alright, so Look at that. We are some very smart primates, aren't we? Harness the atom, using it to create power. Hell yeah. And now, we're off to Rye. What's Rye famous for? I do believe there's a certain bread advert from the 80s. Oh, was that filmed in Yorkshire or was it Rye? I can't remember. Oh joy, more pebbles. More hiker bike then. Something like that every day. That's a lot of power lines. I was about to say that I can ride this bit, but not really. Oh god, no. Oh yeah, back on a gravel road. Okay, so pro tip, if you want to do this ride, be prepared for about a 20-minute hiker bike across beach shingle after you've gone past the power station. It's nothing crazy, but just be aware that it's there. You have to push your bike unless you've got something like a Surly Moonlander with, what was it, 6.5-inch tyres. That might do the job here, but otherwise I think you're walking, mate. That's a lot of power lines. It's funny how this side of the power station is absolutely deserted, but the other side is just full of fishing hamlets, villages and all kinds of bespoke artisan gardens and things like that. It's bizarre. What a wonderful place though. Alright, onwards to Rye and a train home. I'm in Kansas. How does that work? What a wild place. Evening. It's about going up to 6 o'clock. Oh, it's 5:30 actually, I lied. Yeah, the ride has taken a bit longer than I expected. A few more stops to eat food and drink because it's been quite a spicy one, but absolutely worth it. That was so cool. I love it when you find little gems like this that are just not really on the map. Like, who really wants to go and see a nuclear power station? Maybe I'm crazy, but that was one of the coolest things I've seen in a long time. Maybe I'm mad. Really hard stuff at the end of a ride. More unrideable sand. Alright, I do believe this is Rye. It's on the very outskirts of Rye now, but I think I'm not sure which hill it's on. Guess we'll find out.